everybody doing? Is everybody doing all right today? I hope we're doing all good. So the plan is, as everybody's getting in, hi Val! Thank you for joining the stream, we appreciate you. So, plan on playing some hardcore. We might switch games later on during the break and whatnot, but for now, the plan is to play some hardcore Minecraft. How is everybody doing? We're gonna wait for anybody else that might join us last minute here, as we are kind of starting, like truly getting into the stream. So just to wait and see what's kind of going on, what everybody's kind of hoping to do. Hello, Slanderous. We love to see you in chat. But yeah, I guess intro time. EK40 signing on. What is up, guys? I am here with a live stream. Hooray! Off. It is popping. We hope it is. That is the goal. The goal is to have it pop off and have a good time. As I get a couple of other things sorted here. Hopefully we don't die today. That is our goal, is to not die, to not experience a horrible, horrible death. Hello, Delta. Hello. Welcome. It's so good to see people in chat and whatnot. Hello. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the stream. I'm just getting like one or two things sorted before we really hop into it here. But last time, what did we do last time? We played a little bit of Overwatch as we left off. No, we played Stardew. God, I still can't believe, I can't believe I forgot about how we found the merman, or whatever it is, because it hasn't been confirmed yet what that dude was. Just popping up on screen, having a good old time, you know, doing what he was doing. I still can't believe we found that. We started a new hardcore world, so we are no longer safe from the ocean mayhaps. I don't know if you were there, Delta, but like we were all freaking out. It was literally, what was the spawn rate? I think it was like a 0.006% chance that this guy would spawn, and it like there's no special sound, there's no special nothing. He just pops up out of the ocean off of the docks. In Stardew, if you're in the docks, there's like a 0.006% chance, I think is what we all kind of like discussed, and we're like, yeah, that's the rate that it's the chance that it'll spawn. And he just pops up and just swims off screen like nothing happened. If you want, you could open the world to land. I'm good for now. We're gonna just keep it in Minecraft. True. Yeah, probably a good idea, seeing as the last two worlds we had, I mean, first Death Comes didn't last terribly long, but it lasted a while. And then well, I don't even know what we named our second world. I don't even know what we named it, but that one was like over in an instant. It lasted like 30 minutes, I think, not even. So both, I was killed by a drowned, both via Trident. So there's that. But then we started our third world, attempt number 3, third time's the charm, right? So we'll give that a try, and we'll see what happens there. And we'll hop into it, but I think that was the most eventful thing that happened last stream. Let's get this bread. Gimme. There we go. But let me turn on the game audio for you guys. Le Petite Mort. I probably completely freaking butchered that because it's French and I can barely speak English as it is. But Jesus Christ, I'm breaking my ankles before I'm even actually getting into the world. But yeah, there's a village over yonder. I think there's a village over this way too. Somewhere off, like, in that distance. We got some iron. I don't even know where we got all that iron from, but we got a good start. We haven't placed down the first blocks of our base yet, but we'll get started on that. So the goal today is to obviously, number one, not die. That is our main goal. Don't die. And then after that, probably build a somewhat looking home. May the holy baguette protect you. I will need all of the help. All of it. I will need all of thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. But we'll see how well I can survive. I don't expect this one to last very much longer anyways, because I am terrible at Minecraft, and I seem to be even worse at hardcore. Or maybe I'm just really bad in general at Minecraft, and this is just making me realize just how bad I am at it. What kinds of woods do we have? Let's start there. So we've got some jungle planks, we've got some oak logs, and then we have a single wood slab. Okay. We've got plenty of coal, we've got plenty of iron. 1, don't die. 2, survive. 3, live. Very good list. That is a very good list. I appreciate that list. That is the goal. That is the hope. That is the want. The need. I give you 45 minutes. Oh, fuck you, Val. I will give myself 50 minutes. 50 minutes. I think that's fair. It's pushing it, but I think it's doable. I think we can do it. So I'm gonna make a bucket. That's probably a smart idea at this point. Do that. And then I'm gonna use some ingots. I don't want to use up that bamboo. Squidward, I give you 11 minutes. Frick you. Someone start a timer. What do I win if I beat you guys? What do I get? Because y'all get nothing. I have nothing to give you other than my misery in that situation of losing yet another world. But if I win, if I survive longer than that, what do I get? Do I get your devoted attention? English is hard. But I started the stopwatch. Amazing, wonderful, and it started raining. Hooray. It's a sign for the God. Jesus. Heckling. I am being heckled, and I am being heckled hard. Is it unwarranted? Not really. But I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Okay, now here is probably the worst thing about this location. I don't know where any water is around here. I don't remember. Which is gonna be bad for growing crops. I don't want to go into the jungle because I don't want to have to deal with the trees. Well, I could just steal the water from the villagers. I've probably stolen everything else already, so I might as well steal their water. If we win, I join you on the next hardcore. Maybe. I make no promises. But maybe. If you win, you get heckling. That... What? That is such an unfair... No, I don't agree to this. I don't consent to this. That's not fair. I want something better. Because I deserve better if I survive longer than 45 minutes. I don't deserve to be heckled because I survived and beat you guys. Me. Gonna go steal some more water. Because I'm a horrible human being. I have money on 33. Oh, fuck you, Delta. I do promise to be more discernible today. I would hope so, Slanders, because last time felt like a fever dream. That was awful. Funny. It was funny. Don't get me wrong, but it was awful. And also, Delta, why? You're supposed to be my friend. Y'all suck. Y'all are just hoping for my downfall. Delta last time trying to summon a Triton in chat to come and kill me, even though I'm in like a landlocked area. Ugh. But, you know, I guess it is what it is at this point. Hooray! Infinite water source. Love that. So with that started, let's get a very temporary farm going. Cue the trade. Stop! Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. But with that in mind, let's get started on this farm. I'm just gonna use stone for my hoe. The mightiest of hoes. Oh no, we aren't hoping for your downfall. We want to enrage you to success. I don't think that's how that's gonna work. I'm probably gonna get so angry I'm gonna die. But sure, we'll go with that. We'll go with the fact that you want me to succeed. Totally not watch me fail. Totally not watch me fail at all. But whatever. That's totally what it is. It's just you're hoping that I'll become so spiteful and angry that I'll do better. I totally see your logic. But let's make some bread. That is watermelon. Bread, other seed. I'm gonna keep that over here. Potato. Okay, let's start with those guys. And we're gonna come over. I don't want to go too far from where. Ooh, maybe if we just move the house over, we'll put it like here-ish in this open field. I feel like that'll be better. It's a little bit more open. Design. If you make it to 1 hour, go to the deep dark. No! I'm not going to the deep dark. Deep dark is scary. It's dark. And I'll probably, if I start mining, I'll probably end up there anyways. Like, that's not even like a, it's not even like a, necessarily like a challenge kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why? The fuck? My character just got possessed. I don't know by what. By something. I don't want this. That. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. Bloop. We're gonna make. Val's not gonna be too happy with my current design, but I don't need a shit ton of wheat right now. Sticky? I have no idea. My keys aren't even that sticky. That's my thing. It's like, it's not even like my keys are sticky. It's just, it just happened. Like, I might eat at my desk, but I try to make sure that yeah, it's my Razer keyboard. Like, I eat at, don't get me wrong, I eat at my desk. But I'm pretty careful about my keyboard and not getting shit on my keyboard. Especially my WASD keys. Because I use those a lot. So I have no idea what that was. But I guess at this point, it is what it is. Right, my Minecraft character was just possessed, honestly. And I've noticed a trend too, so like at work, So funny story. Things like to break around me. Like, and, like, this is not like a new factoid in my life. Like, a bunch of stuff breaks all the time around me, and it just is what it is, kind of thing. It do be razor. I don't know, man. Whatever your theories might be, go ahead. Just have fun with it. I'm going to say that my character just briefly got possessed because I think it's fun. But that's besides the point. So I do a lot of like the online grocery stuff for a bunch of for some places, for a place. And so I go and I grocery shop for people, and then they come and pick it up, kind of thing, or like it gets delivered or whatever. And we got like work phones. And for whatever reason, I am the only one that it like glitches out on. So today, in particular, there was an instance where the specific app that we use for like my part of work, you could save so much space. Nah, it's good, man. I like how this looks. This is how I want to do it for now. I'm probably gonna end up changing it later, especially like building like a greenhouse looking design and whatnot, if I live that long. But for now, this is what I'm doing. But so the app that we use, and I'm sure that you guys all know how like a smartphone kind of works, where you will open the app, and if you close it and try to reopen the app, you can't open another instance of the app. It just reopens that instance. It doesn't make a new one. Well, today I had somehow magically made 2 instances of the app. I don't know how that happened. And I went to my manager, and I was like, there's 2 of this app, right? And she looks at it and she's like, yeah, there's 2 of the app now. And it wasn't like the app itself had like duplicated on like the main home screen. It was literally like, you know, when you go into like view all of the different like tabs of apps that you have open, and you can kind of scroll through all the apps that are currently like open but in the background. It was literally like 2 of those that were open in the background of the same app. And like this stuff happens all the time to me. Like, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know why I'm so special to have everything break around me. But that's besides the point. I guess that's just how it is. It be what it be, you know. But whatever. With that in mind, I'm gonna plant some sugarcane. I'm gonna plant it around my infinite water source. We're gonna do this. Boom, boom, boom. Sweet. It's getting a little bit dark. And then our next goal. Ooh, I need to plant my potatoes. What am I doing? I forgot to plant potatoes. I have more watermelons, right? I've got more watermelons. So if I need to give me the seed. There we go. We're gonna do that. The real test of finger speed is quickly closing all running apps on an older relative's phone. Not wrong. But no, like, literally, it was literally 2 instances of the same app were open at the same time. It was so weird. And for whatever reason, when I use the phone, sometimes what will happen is it will get stuck, like, on a loading screen, essentially. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, but it will get stuck just randomly. Like, I'll be using the app just fine, and then all of a sudden it will break, and it'll start to, like, load again. And what happens is that the loading screen then becomes half of the screen. So it's like the top half that is working just fine, essentially, and then the loading part of the screen. So you've got like these 2 different parts, right? So loading half, actual functional half of the app. And it'll just be like stacked on top of each other on the screen. And I can't do anything because most of the buttons that I need are at the bottom of the screen, and because it's being blocked by like half of a loading screen, like that happens quite a bit actually. And you'd think that these wouldn't be problems, but no, they are, and I'm literally the only one that has experienced them. Like, it would be different if everybody was going through the same pain. I'm literally the only one that has experienced these so far. Literally the only one. And I have been at this job for like 6 or 7 months now. And it's like, what am I doing wrong? Why is my shit breaking and nobody else's? But, you know, I guess it just is what it is, you know? It just, everything is broken, and it's fine. Yes, that is how many I need. There we go. Okay, with that, I am going to go mine some wood, or cut down some trees, technically. Well, there's a tiny, like, a baby ravine. That's fun. But, yeah, that is, like, everything just breaks. If I am using it, if E is touching it, I'm surprised that, like, I've done a lot of, like, cashier jobs. I'm surprised that I haven't randomly had a register catch on fire at this point. I've literally had, like, a manager come up to me at a previous job, not this one that I'm working at, but I was telling her a story about, like, something had happened, and she just looked at me, and she's like, man, you're just so unlucky. You really, like, are like a black cat. You know, like how the myth is, like, black cats are, like, the unlucky breed or whatever. Like, when a black cat crosses your path, that's, like, 7 years of bad luck or whatever. Yeah. I have had a manager equate me to a black cat before. Which is funny, but it's also sad because it's kind of true. Because, again, if it's going to break, E is gonna be the one that's using it, you know? If it's gonna break while someone is using it, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the one using it, and it's gonna break on me. Like, just my word. And that is just the unfortunate series of events of my life. Just things tend to break on me, and it is what it is. Like, the first ever live stream that I did of Minecraft, I was on Twitch. I don't use my Twitch account anymore, obviously, but I was trying to do, like, a bunch of different stuff that chat was recommending. I was called magic at my old workplace because tech just starts working when I walk in. That's awesome. I am the exact opposite. I am the exact opposite. Like, literally, so I've built my computers. I've built my last 3 PCs that I've had. By the way, what be the time on the stopwatch? Speaking of luck, should I buy a lottery ticket? I should have bought a lottery ticket after the instance of the merman or whatever that we found last time, but I didn't. Maybe I should still buy one, just to see. But I mean, I can't influence you either way. It's a long straw, but I mean, if you're feeling lucky, go for it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so I mean, I actually have a timer running, currently approaching 17 minutes. Cool, sweet. I love how you guys are hoping for my death. I don't appreciate it, but at least it adds some entertainment value. But going back to the story I was talking about building my 3 PCs so far. So I'm on my 3rd one, and it's like a whole complete rebuild. And my last 2 PCs, so I built my first PC with the help of a friend. He had some, like, guidance and, like, what he essentially, I got to pick the case, he picked all the parts for me. And no, be careful with gambling. Let's not just say yes gambling. You should go find treasure. But so literally, so I built my first PC, And for those of you who don't know, like PC parts and stuff. So your graphics card is the main part. Just FYI, tickets are only 2 buckaroonies as lost. You don't get the double plays or WTV. Cool. But, so I built my first PC, and it took me, like, how long did it take us to finally troubleshoot it? I think it took me, like, 4-ish months to finish building my, my first PC, because we couldn't figure out why the graphics card wasn't working. And for those who don't know, the graphics card is, like, one of the most important parts of a PC. It's in a very expensive part, and it's basically, like, what actually displays things. It's what you plug your monitors in that allow them to display an image. Very basically, there's probably a much more complicated and much more, like, well-defined answer than that, but that's how I'm going to describe it just for simplicity's sake. And it wasn't displaying an image. It wasn't working. Like, even the fans on the graphics cards weren't spinning or anything like that, and my friend was like, that's kind of normal. I mean, they're not really doing anything, so... But we thought it was the graphics cards. So I replaced... It ended up being a good thing, because I got a better graphics card because of it, for about the same price. But we replaced the graphics card, like, you know, you probably wouldn't have died to Triton so quickly if you use a boat. Okay, the second time was in a river, and the first time was... I think I had to, like, jump in the water to avoid getting, No, I didn't take a boat with me. Anyways. I was talking about graphics cards, about my graphics cards. But, so I ended up getting a better one, but we thought that the graphics cards that I were getting was jank until the third one came in, and it still wasn't working. The GPU is what the mines crafts in a cooler, what makes the mines craft in a cooler, better way. I mean, it can, or it can make it even shittier if you have a bad graphics card. But, we thought it was the graphics card until the third one came in, and it was like, it was the newer one, so I was getting an okay graphics card before, and then the third one, when I returned the 2 previous ones, or the second previous one, I should say, and got the third one, it was a better one that I got for about the same price, because it, like, just came out. Oh, this was a bad idea. I'm glad I noticed that this was a bad idea. Where do I go? Where do I go? But, so my friend was finally like, I give up. he basically just gave up, and was like, yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Because it wasn't the motherboard. We didn't think it was the motherboard. I've survived 20 minutes so far. Hooray! 20 minutes. We didn't think it was the motherboard because everything else on the motherboard was working. Like, the fans were working that were connected into the motherboard and everything. Like, everything seemed fine. So I finally took it into one of the local shops. It's like a mom and pop shop around here. And he was super awesome. He was super nice, super sweet. He was like, you know what, I'm bored. I'm just gonna take a look at it, and I won't even charge you for it because I'm just diagnosing the problem. I'm not giving you the tools or any of the know-how to fix it. And I was like, okay, that's super cool, thank you. So he takes a look at it. Yeah, there is a creeper. I just see the creeper down there, and I don't appreciate it. Okay, just quickly, just go, it's fine, it doesn't see me, it totally doesn't see me. But, so, I took it into a local mom and pop shop, and, he took a look at it, and even he couldn't figure out what was wrong with it at first. And then he tried to do the onboard graphics of the motherboard. And because, so the motherboard has a graphics card, essentially, and it can display an image. It's very terrible. It's very shoddy. He's like, you don't play games on it. Like, it's like, if you're doing the bare minimum, you're making a calculator kind of thing. And so he plugged it into the motherboard and if I remember correctly, it didn't show anything. Like, even the onboard graphics of the motherboard weren't working. And he looks at me and he's like, this is pretty rare that this happens. Fart, LMAO. Nice. Thank you for the random fart. We appreciate it. But he looks at me and he's like, it's pretty rare that this happens, but you got a janky motherboard. It just wasn't soldered right. I guess there's like a difference in the line sometimes where it will like overlap and the motherboard will end up like in the middle instead of like where like to the side of where it needs to be for it to be soldered properly. And so it just didn't get soldered at all. It was his best guess. He still didn't even know. He's like, yeah, you just have to replace the motherboard. It's just a janky motherboard. Which he was right. And it's like, wow, that sucks that I'm the one person that, you know. But it's okay. It happens. And then I upgraded that. I made a new PC, but upgraded it. It's more of an upgrade, where I kind of gutted it and replaced a lot of the parts, but not all of the parts. And I had the like upgraded PC without too many problems and issues. I had some driver issues, which I didn't realize. I thought it was the motherboard again, but that's a whole nother story and my stupidity. So I finally got it like all working super nice for like 2 or 3 days. That's how you have 10 minutes until you lose money. Who is he losing money to? Who is he losing money to? I don't think anybody really like bet against him technically. But anyways, so I have the like upgraded original PC that I count as a third piece, my second PC, because it was so much up, like a lot of it got upgraded or changed. And I had it for 2 or 3 days, and then all of a sudden it stopped working. It just stopped working. It just stopped working. And I was like, what the fuck? Stop queuing things, Delta. I don't appreciate the death. I don't want to die. I'm good. I'm not gonna lie, when the fire started crackling, I thought that was a creeper. P. Why? Why, Z? Why are we doing this, Z Killer? But, anyways, so it literally, I have the upgraded PC for a couple of days, and then all of a sudden, it just stops working. And I'm like, what the hell? And I can't figure out what's wrong with it, so I just immediately take it back to that same guy. This is about a year later. This is about a year later from when I had originally brought my first PC in. So it's the second PC, and I'm bringing it in. It's almost a year later. And, hey, why does it sound like someone is dumping sand by me? Oh, shit. Boom. Yeah. But, so it's about a year later, and I bring in the upgraded PC. And, I'm trying to think of what I want to do for this. I should probably build a shovel. But, year later, bring in the upgraded PC, and he turns around, like, he comes out, and he looks at me, and he's like, hey, you're that girl with the motherboard problem from last year. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. So he does the same treatment. He's like, you know what, I'm not giving you parts, I'm not telling you how to do it, I'm not doing anything really for you other than diagnosing the problem. So I'll just take a look at it for free. Don't bother. I'm not gonna charge you. So it was all good. And he took a look at it, and he starts kind of fiddling with it. And he looks at me, and he's like, your graphics card exploded. And I look at him, I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, your graphics card basically exploded. You're lucky it didn't take out the whole thing, because I think it only damaged the graphics card. But that's the way he basically said it, like, straight up off the bat. He's like, yeah, your graphics card exploded. You're lucky it didn't take out the entirety of your PC. And so you're gonna have to get a new graphics card. And I'm like, what is the coincidence of all things that my graphics card just literally fucking exploded? You know, like, that's my luck. That's my life, you know? literally one of the most expensive parts of a PC, and it just decided that, yeah, fuck it, fuck E. I'm just gonna explode. And take out everything that she's worked for. Thankfully it didn't take out everything, but still, it tried. It tried to spite me. And with that, it, you know, and then I was expecting to have like major problems with this PC, which I kind of did, kind of didn't. It wasn't until like quite a bit after that I realized that there were problems with the PC. I'm surprised that I didn't have more issues with building it, because it went really smooth. It went really super duper smooth. The only thing that I ended up finding out is, so I have a Ryzen CPU in my current computer. Stop breaking stuff. I can't help it, okay? It just, things like to break around me. I am an agent of chaos and destruction. You should know this by now, Val. So I have my current PC and it has a Ryzen CPU. Yeah, the case was shit. The original case, I finally upgraded. A former PC of mine was manufactured, built from the store, and had an 11-month warranty instead of a full year. Motherboard literally crapped out a day after the 11-month point. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, man. That's just shitty. That's just morally apprehensible, honestly. Not gonna lie. But so I have my current PC, and Delta brings up a point of the case. Now that's not me breaking anything. That was just E making a bad decision, and that was because I got a pretty case and not a useful case. So the case I had just had like basically no airflow. What was it? It was the H150 or something like that. Fun fact, Nest Tech just released a new case that is like the new one you got. Wow! Gee! Thanks! But it was like the news, I don't even know how to pronounce their name. It's NZXT. Delta in chat helps me with a lot of my computer problems. Hi, Delta. Hi, we love you. We appreciate you. I'm trying to think of what I was talking about. But so I got a pretty case thinking that it would be fine. Not realizing, and I was like, oh, I can just take off the front panel like most computer cases. Right? Wrong. The whole front of this PC, my new case is very pretty. I'm very happy with my new case. It's very pretty. Thank you, Delta. He put in the old case that I highly do not recommend. It's very, very freaking pretty, but it sucks as far as airflow goes. It is the Nest. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce. I'm trying to pronounce it, but it's just failing. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering the name, but it's NZXT H510. It is a piece of shit. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. Don't be deceived though. Literally the whole front, like the front of the case. So if you've got like the side of the case, it has like a glass casing so you can see into the PC. But the whole like top of the PC and the front of the PC is all one sheet of metal. It's one sheet. Can't even take it off. No holes, no nothing. I'm not gonna say that, Delta. I'm lazy. I'm lazy. You seem to be forgetting this. But I'm very lazy. And I also don't know how to read. I struggle to read. But that's besides the point. So trying to think here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna do that. Because we won't have a door on this side, but we can have like a door on this side and that side, and then have like a porch leading out to like maybe like a little lake. You called it right, though. Yeah, it was also a bitch to put together because I remember you trying to put it up and struggling for like 30 minutes. No, that's not what you're thinking of. That was not, because I wasn't on. So Slanderous is talking about, what she's saying is that it was also a bitch to put together because I remember you trying to put it up and struggling for like 30 minutes. That wasn't the issue. Not originally building it. I think what you're remembering is the fact of so I realized that my CPU was getting ridiculously hot. The Ryzen series, just in general, is known for running hot, which I didn't know at the time. Again, that was another E mistake and not like an unfortunate series of events. I just made a stupid decision. A stupid, not informed decision. And so, I realized that it was overheating. 33. We're at the 33-minute mark, Delta. You lost. I'm still alive, fuckers. But 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna kind of finagle what I'm doing here. But so you got the R9 5900X too, right? I don't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up from where I ordered it, but probably I wouldn't be surprised. But how do I make a stone cutter? I should make a stone cutter. It's so much more better. I don't think I can make one, but stone, yeah. Forget how to make it. I think it has something to do with stone. But, so they run ridiculously hot. And, hey, you ever heard about these? Yeah, I have. I have heard about that. Thanks for bringing it up, Z. It's a wonderful memory of mine. But, so Ryzen 9 runs ridiculously hot, and so when I realized that, because my CPU fan wasn't plugged in properly, so the computer didn't register that I had a CPU fan, even though it did, it would bring up the BIOS, and I would just kind of bypass through the BIOS. And I noticed that my Ryzen, my CPU was like at a room temperature, like it wasn't even ridiculously hot. It was like 19 in French. Ha, got him. But I'm trying to think. Words are hard. It was like idle at like 60 or 70, and it very quickly like ran up to like 80, 90 without doing anything. It was basically idle at 80, 90. Everything new now runs hot, right? Yeah, seriously. But so I was like, I gotta have to fucking fix this because this is ridiculous how hot the CPU is running. I could probably properly cook meat on it from how hot it was. So I think I ended up texting Delta about it. For what reason to add to global warming? Right? But, because everything, it just needs to run hotter because it's smarter. You would think they would fix it. Right, but, so I texted Delta, I'm like, hey, my CPU is, like, dying. And he's like, maybe you should get a better CPU fan. So, blast, more like lame blast. God damn it, guys. But, so I text Delta and he's like, let's add, like, a better CPU fan. Like, I didn't have a CPU fan, I had an AIO, whatever, a cooler, where it's like liquid cooling, but it's not as fancy as like custom liquid cooling or whatever you would call it. where the whole system is liquid cooled. It's just the CPU. And the way that I had it, it would just cool this just the CPU, and that's how that would work. And I had a single fan IO pump at that time, and Delta was like, hey, you should upgrade to a 2 fan, the IO CPU cooler. Yeah, exactly. And so I went, okay. So I hurried my ass down, also known as a closed loop cooler. Awesome. Thank you for letting us know. Thank you, Delta, for letting the class know. But so I rushed my little booty down to Best Buy, because this happened to be on my day off, I think, if I remember correctly. It happened to be on my day off, so I rushed down I rushed over to Best Buy, and I'm like, hey, I'm looking, and I'm like, Delta, what should I get? And he's like, get this one, which is the 2 fan one. And I'm so glad I ended up taking his advice. But this dude came over, and we were talking for a good 30-40 minutes about which one I should get. And the guy at Best Buy wanted me to get the 3 fan. I'm so glad that I went with the 2 fan, because I don't think the 3 fan would have fit. Especially with how much trouble I had. So again, going back to, it was the NZXT H510 at this point, and I couldn't install the actual radiator because of the way it was built. The radiator was too thick with the fans attached, which is like the way it works. You have to have the fans attached to the radiator, which then lead to the actual pump that sits on top of the CPU. And so I'm trying to get it to fit, and it was a hassle. It was horrible. It took me like 2 or 3 hours to get that pump attached. And at this point, and I thought it was going to be like a funny ha-ha, I was going to struggle with it, and it would be like 30 minutes max. Because I automatically just take way too long to build my PCs anyways, because I always have problems of some caliber, like whether it's I just can't get the screws to fit properly, or I end up accidentally not plugging something in that needs to be plugged in first before something else, or something like that. Like I make a bunch of mistakes, so a build should only take you like maybe 30 minutes if you know what you're doing. It almost always takes me like 2 or 3 hours, like two hours, give or take, depending on what's going on and what goes wrong, and if I know how to immediately fix it or not. You know what I want to add? I kind of want to add brick, like the wood brick, the red brick block. That would be cool. Probably not gonna do that though. But so but just the IO pump took me like 2 or 3 hours, and my dad eventually came in because I had a breakdown about it because I was so upset and angry. And like everybody in like the Discord chat, like when I was legitimately like really having a hard time, laughed at me. It was pretty rough. And I would say an hour at least. You think? I don't know. I feel like people build them faster than that, but maybe I'm just wrong and inexperienced. I don't know. But my dad eventually came in and he's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "I can't get it to work, and I'm having a really bad time." And he eventually was like, "You know what we do? We just what did he say? Shit hooker billet," I think was the saying. And it's the idea of like just put some elbow grease in it and make it work. My family is unfortunately lucky, like in the most mundane way possible most of the time. Like we just constantly have stuff just not work out for us. And so a lot of the times we just kind of we're really well at rolling with the punches. Cable management. The most important part of a PC build is the little cry breaks in between annoying parts. No, man, this was literally, it was a 2 or 3 hour part to install, and I didn't even have to take anything out. I had to take the original closed loop cooler out. and then put the new closed loop cooler in. That was it. I didn't have to take apart anything else. I didn't have to take out the GPU, I didn't have to take out the motherboard, I didn't have to take out RAM, or anything like that. I just had to turn off the power supply, unplug this power supply, take off the front glass panel, remove the old I/O, and then install the new I/O, and then put everything back together. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. Like, I didn't have any screws that fit it, and the brackets was so close to the front of the PC. So normally at least with that case, and then with this case I have now, I have the radiator sitting in the front of the case, so it would be like the fan's intake into the radiator, and then it cools like the water in the radiator, and it takes it to the pump, and then the pump pumps it through the whole system of the closed loop. And I have it in the front, but the way that this case was, it was so close together, I couldn't actually screw in the radiator, and there was no room, and there was no space to screw it to the top of the case. And so I literally had to grab screws that didn't even fit. And the thing that held the bracket in the first case of this PC, it would swing. It wasn't stable. If you moved the case, the radiator would basically swing, because I don't really think I had it screwed in all the way, because I could not physically have it screwed in all the way, because the radiator was too big for the case. And me and my dad even went so far, because the front of the case didn't have any holes, it didn't have any mesh, it didn't have anything. It was like unbreathable, it had no breathing room. So my dad saw that, and he's like, this is not gonna work. There's nothing to take from, because you're literally gonna have it up against aluminum. You're gonna have it up against the metal. You also have a 3070, which would be thick, but that wasn't the problem. That wasn't it. That wasn't the problem. It was just the case was a piece of shit. That was the problem. The case was a piece of shit. Not even like my graphics card just being too thick or whatever. But my dad saw the case and was like, "There's literally no breathing room in this." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I'm trying to fix to the best of my ability with what I can." And he takes one look at it, and he's like, "We should drill holes into it." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "We should drill holes into the front of the case, so that way there's somewhere for the fans to actually intake from." And I was like, "You know what? At this point, the case is a piece of shit anyways. Fuck it, let's do it." So we go out. My dad grabs the power drill, and we go out to the kitchen, and he grabs the drill, and I grab the PC, and he's like, "Okay, grab the case," and he's like, "Okay, here's a Sharpie, draw whatever design you want, and we're gonna drill into the case." And so I drew like a really simple design. It kind of looked like snowflakes, basically, was the idea of the design. And do I have any torches? I don't think so. But that was the basic premise of the design. It was like snowflakes, and like 3 snowflakes. That like super simple design of like a center line and then a cross, or I guess you could think asterisks, but like as holes, just round holes. And I'm just gonna shove all of this in here. And so we drilled holes into it. He helped me do the first couple, and then he's like, "Okay, you're on your own." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yep, you've got it. You're good." And I was like, "Okay." And he brought out what's it called? He uses it on his chainsaw, so we do wood here, because we're bumpkins like that, I guess. And because we have a wood burner, and so we cut our own wood and stuff, so he has a chainsaw. So he brought out what he uses on his chainsaw to file down the teeth to make sure that they're sharp. And he's like, "Here you go. You can use this to make sure that the holes aren't rough around the edges, so that way they at least look a little bit nicer and they won't cut you on accident somehow." I was like, "Cool, thanks, Dad." And I just went along with it. It took us 30 minutes It was a super quick project ultimately. Like, it could have taken way longer, but it didn't. Because I just wanted to get done and over with. Because I hated the case. I hated that I even had to go through this problem. And other nerds cry when they hear a little mod I once did to my case. Let's just say a whole ass angle grinder. Angle grinder or angel grinder? Hold up. Hey Google. How do you spell angel? Is that angel or angle? No, that's no. Never mind.
Angel or angle.
Okay then. Okay, thanks Google. But so that's angle grinder. I'm very confused. But yeah, we just tore into the front of this case because it was a piece of shit. It had terrible airflow. And I mean, ultimately it didn't fix a lot of the problems, but it did certainly kind of help. But I had to have the IO pump on extreme at all times. It sounded literally constantly like an airplane was taking off kind of thing. It was pretty mute for that, but like I'm sure you understand what I mean. But I got a new case. It's a Corsair case, I know that, and it's so pretty. It's just as pretty as the old one, honestly. What did you do with an angle grinder? The conversations we have in chat. Isn't it a wonderful time to be alive? I made a funny post in the Discord. I will look at that later. But I have a Corsair case now, and it's super pretty, and the airflow on it is amazing. Because I still have to have my fans on extreme, like at all times, for it to really make any difference. But it doesn't sound like an airplane is taking off. What the fuck? That is a whole ass ravine. Nice. Thank you, Delta. A Corsair 4000D. Because Delta is my tech wizard friend, and he's amazing. And we should all give our love and thanks to our Lord Delta. Our Lord and Savior Delta. He is my savior more times than I can count. It was to grind off part of the shelves in my case to make room for a larger GPU, which ended up not working anyways. Honestly, that's something that I would do. I'd be like, awesome, I'm gonna get a better GPU. It's kind of big, but whatever. And yeah, and then it not even work. Oh my god, that would totally be me. I would totally have to go through that. I'm so sorry, man. But I'm gonna add some more coal. Shit. But yeah, so that's my computer problems. I mean, I have a lot of sorrow and pain when I think about it, honestly. Because I've had a lot of practical mod. That is a very practical mod. It's very important. It's very important. Where are my sticks? I can't find. Did I use up all my sticks? I think I used up all my sticks. Shoot, my brain is like buffering. Yeah, at this point I've kind of always been like this a lot of my life. Practicality over aesthetics. Ultimately, not everyone has money to buy a new case. Yeah, exactly. Not everybody has the money to buy a bigger, grander case. If you've got what you've got. You've got what you got. Make it work. It's not perfect, and would I like to buy a brand new pretty case that fits my giant new GPU? Yeah, obviously. Who doesn't? But we all don't have the money for that, and it sucks, but it tis be the case sometimes. But if anything, it's future-proofed now for my next GPU, unless I finally get a new case, and one of my fans sits a little better in it too. Definitely utility over aesthetics for me too. Yeah, if I can make it pretty and work well, obviously, totally gonna make it pretty. And I try to make it pretty while still making it work. But if I have to choose the utility of the object over the aesthetics of the object, I'm choosing the utility. It sucks, but it's kind of like the idea. It's like when you play a video game. Like I can only think of this one Vine, and I'm sure everybody's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. But it's when you choose like the best armor in the game, and it all doesn't make sense to like, it makes no aesthetic sense together. But it's really powerful. And there's a Vine where the guy goes, he's like, I think it's titled "When You Choose the Best Armor," and he's up against like the final boss or whatever, and he's wearing all of these different, like, a menagerie of things, like a tutu and a necklace and like a mustache and like a monocle and a cowboy hat, and he gets to the final boss, and the boss is like, "Ha, you finally come, what the fuck are you wearing?" And he's like, "It's my ass-kicking outfit, bitch." It just reminds me of that. It's like, it's the utility over the... Jesus. I'm not gonna lie, my pickaxe breaking scared me. Oh! Is the deep dark. Is the very deep dark. But I recommended the Corsair 5000 or 4000 airflow for a future build, 5000D for the chunky D GPU. We stand pro ZD. But right, yeah, we do. He was awesome. I'm assuming that's the Viner of the Vine that I just quoted. He's awesome. I also love how, I guess he can quote like anything from Peter Pan. Disney's The Peter Pan, like the cartoon movie. Which is really cool. Like, his friends play a bunch of different scenes, and I don't know if it's like scripted or something, but that's the premise, is that he can like just from any point just start spouting off the lines like perfectly in time, essentially. Run. We're going back. I don't like it here. We're leaving. But Z shop. But oh, there's water. Ah, where am I? Where am I going? What am I doing? But yeah, so I'm normally practicality over aesthetics. I've been fortunate enough that my PCs generally look good enough as they are. My first PC had a blue, red, and black kind of aesthetic, even though it was accidental. It just worked out that way. And it kind of continued with that theme as I continued, like, when I upgraded it and stuff. But I'm trying to think. But as far as that goes, that's kind of most of my PC stories. I used to do like some of the IT work in my high school, because we ended up having laptops. They got him when my brother was a freshman in the high school, because we went to the same high school system. When my older brother went there, he was the first grade to get the laptops, I think, in the high school, and then they just continued on doing that for like ever. I think they still do the laptop system, but they use Chromebooks now. I had the Edge Boy black and red case. Of course he did, Delta. Of course he did. But I need food. So, and for anybody thinking about buying a Chromebook, I do not recommend it. Like, if you want a good Chromebook, you have to spend $1,000, and at that point, because the OS sucks, you might as well just splurge on a Windows laptop of the same price and get just as good and be able to like download files and all this and all that, because Windows OS is way better than the Chrome OS. The Chrome OS sucks, and it like locks you to certain things because it's Chrome. And the Chrome laptops so when I was working there, I was working in the ID department. I wasn't getting paid for it, but it was like work experience, because I want to go into computer science, and I really enjoy like building the PCs, and I didn't need extra classes. I didn't need any credits or anything, so my parents were like, go to work study, and it was a whole big thing, but that's besides the point. So I got to work with the IT guys in the school, and like we went to the middle school when they got laptops, and we handed out laptops, because they got the Chromebooks as well. Buy an Asus gaming laptop. I'm good. Those boys tend to be chunky, don't they? I'm pretty sure the Asus gaming, like especially the Asus gaming laptops, most of the gaming laptops I should say, tend to be really chunky, which is not my thing. If I have a laptop, I want it to be very portable, and gaming laptops just don't tend to be super portable. But I worked in the IT department, and we had this one kid come in, and he had like a bunch of viruses on his laptop. I didn't have to deal with it. I didn't do most of the like actual IT work. I was just a glorified receptionist for the most part. New gaming laptops are pretty thin, really. I haven't taken a look at gaming laptops. It's just not on my radar right now. But yeah, we had this kid come in, and for reference, we had an officer that worked in our school that was like there during school hours, and this was his son, if I remember correctly. The IT guys were like, yeah, did you know that's his son? And like he was like trying to get on like the black web and all this, and his laptop was just riddled with like viruses and different things that this kid had gotten into. And it was such a disaster from my understanding. Mine is a pretty good size. It's the Asus ROG Zephyrus. Really? Nice. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed those gaming laptops. I have a 10-year-old beater laptop that my dad would like literally beat the shit out of when he was upset at it. But so trying to think. But oh, that kid was so funny. But yeah, he had like shit. I guess he had like, I didn't deal with the laptop. I checked the kid in like his laptop because he came down to the ID department and was like, hey, my laptop's not working. And so I was like, okay, cool, what's wrong with it? And he's like, it's not working. Dude, at the game change, you should join us. Join Z's Minecraft server. Maybe. But I'm trying to make this look good, and it's not gonna look very good, is it? Because I suck at building things and stuff. But and the dude just looks at, like, the guy that I worked with most of the time. He was pretty cool. He was really cool. Most of the IT guys were pretty cool, and they hated, like, half of the stuff that they had to do. Like, we had this thing, it was called AB Tutor, and it was, like, if you typed in certain things, it would just automatically, like, shut the program down, if I remember correctly. And, like, they hated the AB Tutor, and, like, the one guy was like constantly trying to get past like the firewalls and stuff so that he could get on like Discord and Twitch and stuff, because the firewalls also applied to them. They were pretty cool. I liked those guys. They were pretty awesome. And I'm trying to think. But sorry, my brain is just like gone for whatever reason. But yeah, the dude that I mainly worked with, that was my mentor essentially, he took one look at the kid, he took one look at the laptop essentially, and was like, yeah, this is fried. And like just the look on his face, he was just like, like it wasn't like confusion or even necessarily like concern. It was a mixture between like light concern and mostly disappointment. Because he knew what the kid had been up to, and he took like one look at it and he's like, yeah, this is over. This is done for. This was a school office computer. This was not a school office computer. We actually, our high school had laptops, and every kid got loaned out a laptop that you could buy at the end of your high school career for like $75. And this was like his laptop, essentially, the laptop that was loaned out to him. He was the school officer's son, and he was trying to do all this shady shit, which I found so funny. Like, this officer would come into like the health classes, and he worked like drug cases and stuff, and he would tell us, he wouldn't tell too many stories because he's like, you know, as a public servant, I should keep most of these to myself. But as an educator and a teacher, I'm gonna tell you just a couple of them, just a snippet of them. Read the message above that one. Dude at the game change. I'm very confused on where this conversation is going. Dude at the game change, you should join Z's Minecraft server. This was a school office computer. Yeah, no, I've been keeping up with the messages, I'm pretty sure, and I still don't understand what your messages deal with there, Delta. But yeah, I was so shocked. I was like, how does this police officer's son, like an actual police officer, trained and all of that, has all the bells and whistles at this point, at the high school, had actually worked like cases and stuff. I don't think he did for a while when he got to the high school that we went to, but he, like, this was his son from my understanding, and like he was doing all this shit on the school laptop. Like, we literally monitored what you typed in, what you typed into it. How did he get away with as much shit as he did? Literally, I knew a girl in high school, and they were so against us having chat rooms. So against us having chat rooms. About how a law professor need help with PC, and they had Asian porn on it. Oh, okay, I see. So my manager told me a story about how a law professor needed help on his PC, and they had Asian porn on it. This was a school office computer. Yeah, that, from my understanding, that was basically the kind of stuff that this kid had on it, kind of thing. But, sorry, I'm trying to think of what I should do to make my cabin look good. But, I would like to have spruce wood. I would love to have spruce wood. I think I'm gonna go on a hunt for spruce wood to make my house a home. But, yeah, honestly, I don't know what this kid was doing and why he was doing it, but from my understanding, it was pretty bad. Especially, like, with the look on the dude's face that I worked with at the high school in the IT department. Hold up, what are my coordinates? So, F3. I'm gonna write this down. I'm old school. I don't take screenshots. I write shit down. Just so that way I can find my way home again, hopefully, and not die. 98. -557. Cool. That is written down, so I have written record of where I was. That is not what I wanted. Get that out of my face. We're gonna throw this stuff in the chest. And I need more food than that. Melons. I've got melons for days. I'm hopefully gonna be okay. Oh wait, no. I also have baked potato. No, I don't have baked potatoes. Damn. I thought I was baking some potatoes, and I guess I hadn't. But that's besides the point. So we're gonna keep going. But I don't remember what direction I came from. So we're just gonna head off into this direction and just hope for the best. trying to think of any, like, fun stories that I haven't told yet. That might be interesting for you guys to hear. Trying to think if there was anything cool. I'm also tired. It's been a long day. But, ooh, there's bamboo over there. That's pretty cool. More acacia. I'm honestly happy, though, because we haven't seen I don't think we've seen a birchwood forest yet in this world. Which is very nice. I should have brought a bed with me. Shit. Oh well. At this point, it's too late to go back. If I see some sheep, I can always kill them and get their wool and make a bed. I should have brought a boat, because that's lots of water. And I think this is pretty much where the world ends, kind of thing, until we get to the next major island. But yeah, we haven't seen too many birchwood forests. I remember the first one. Yeah, in the first hardcore, there was so many birchwood. There was so much birchwood. I don't understand why there was so much birchwood forests, but it was what it was. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna grab some of this kelp. And we're gonna continue on our way. But I would like to get some spruce, because spruce is just an awesome wood to build cabins with, or possibly some dark wood, some dark oak. That would be pretty cool as well. But you know what? I just realized I never answered the questions to the stream. So the question that I posed in the stream. Ooh, mine's Spruce. Name's Spruce. Why, name's Spruce. But, so I try to always bring, like, a question to the stream. So that way there's something to, like, get a conversation starter going. So I'll answer my own question. Just so that we've got a starter there. But, the question was, what's a special skill you have? And I guess it's kind of already been said. But my ability to break things unintentionally, that's a pretty interesting skill, I would say. I also, I don't know, I can't add, so I can't add that to my list of skills. I can't seemingly add, but like, yeah, what are some of your guys's? What's a skill that you guys would say you have that you would say is special and unique to you? So mine's like breaking things unintentionally. I will break everything I touch, whether intentional or not. That just is how it is sometimes, I guess. But trying to think of what else. I'm not quite as good at it these days, but I used to be able to do the legs behind head thing, like Sheen and no freaking way. I call bullshit. There's no way you could do that. I call BS. Did it once in middle school, and a kid was like, "You trying to smell your own farts or something?" You know what? That is the appropriate response to that. Also, what is that? And that can't be when. That looks like a structure of some kind. What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? Okay, has anybody seen like Star Kid Productions? They're a musical group that does like a lot of parodies of things. What is this? Legitimately, what are you? You're definitely a structure. Are you like a drowned thing or? Oh yeah, you're a drowned thing. It's time to flee. It's time to go. But like I love Star Kid Productions. They've done a lot of like really funny Productions. So one of their more popular ones, oh god, this is where she dies. I'm not dead. I have survived, and I will continue to survive because I am a professional. I am a professional. But so but yeah, Starcade Productions. They have a lot of fun musicals. Hey, you're almost at an hour 15. Hey! See, guys? See, I know I could do it. So it's okay to die now. No, it is not okay to die now. This is my world. I want this to be my world. I am happy with this world. And we're not gonna change it if we don't have to. It's not okay to die. It is. We are having an adventure and we are exploring this world and we're gonna have a good time exploring this world. Dear God. Says she's a professional. I'm never a professional, and that's a lush cave down there. Nice. I'm not going down there because that seems like death. Death and destruction. But I'm trying to think. Starkid Productions. I love their Oregon Trail musical, and it's based off of the game from like the 1990s, where it's just a text-based game and you type out what you want to do. And like everybody dies of dysentery. The whole. Yes, the whole. But it's based off of that, and my favorite part is that they allow the audience to name all of the characters in the musical, and it's amazing. And the one that I watched, and I think it's like the main one to watch, they named, what did they name all the characters? They named Mom Slippery When Wet. That was the mom's name. There's the son, whose name is Craphole. Grandpa's name was Titty Mitty, which was awesome and amazing. I can't remember what dad's name was, and I can't remember what the sister's name was. I thought I heard a drown for a moment there. I also don't appreciate the deep down, deep dark there. But that's fine, I guess. That's my son, Craphole, the baby killer. Yeah. Jack Bauer and Mouthface. I knew it had something to do with the word mouth for the sister. But yes. And they're amazing and I love them. And one of my favorite lines from that whole musical is the dad gets bitten by a snake and he starts tripping out. Like he's like, "Oh, I'm fine." You know, it's the whole thing. And he gets bitten by a snake, and he has a fourth wall breaking moment. And he like sees the audience and he's like, "What are you?" And it's a whole thing. And he's like, "Do you want to watch us die?" And the audience is like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You sick fucks. Are you entertained?" It's so funny, and I love it. And there's a scene with the Lobster King, and it's amazing, and it's wonderful. Another one that there is that I couldn't quite get through. I don't remember if it's because I ran out of time to watch it, or if it's because I just wasn't too interested in the way that the story was going. Oh, it's you again. Anyways, but yeah, I can't remember if it was because I wasn't interested in the way that the story was going, or if it was because I ran out of time to watch it and I just never got back to it. Bed. I don't have a bed. I can't use a bed if I don't have a bed. But, so It was the man who hates musicals, I think. Willingly going to the land of Birch. No, I'm not. I'm going to avoid the land of Birch. Goodbye. Love it when they shoot each other. Like the way that that musical goes, so it's like it starts off with like everybody singing because it's a musical. Get slash make you beautiful fuck. I'm not using cheats. That's not the point of this world. It is a vanilla hardcore world, and it's staying that fucking way. Okay? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But, and it essentially boils down to like aliens invading that are like all musical, and it starts to kind of lean really heavily into like cringe comedy, which if that's your shtick, that's awesome. Hello, that's awesome, and I'm glad that you enjoy it. It is not my shtick. Okay, it's not my thing, not my shtick. It makes me very uncomfortable. Thus the name cringe comedy, but it's not my thing, and I don't appreciate it. And that is fine. I did not say cheats. I meant get the shit or steal a bed. Get slash make you. Anyways, but yeah, I don't see any sheep around, and I don't see any villages around at this point. So, because I passed that one village. I'm probably just gonna kind of surf along the side of this island here till day. But, I'm trying to think. But, yeah, and it just really leans heavily, from what I can tell, into cringe comedy. It has a lot of really funny fucking moments. Like there's a moment, I think it's in the beginning, where I see some sheep over there. So I'm gonna chill out here, and we can just chat for a little bit. So but there's one moment, I think it's towards the very beginning, and it's the main character who hates musicals, and he goes into a coffee shop and he's like, I just want a black coffee. And the girl comes out with a pitcher and she's like, black coffee. She starts singing, and he's like, no! And like throws like a whole absolute fit about it, from what I remember from like the one scene I saw. It was so funny. And then there's another one, and it's like way later in the musical, and they find some like blue goo, and it's the girl from the cafe that was singing at the beginning, and he's like, what is this? And she's like, I don't know, blue shit. And he's like, yes, what is this shit? It's so funny. It has so many good moments, but I can't get over like the cringe comedy that they use, which again is fine, whatever, not my preference though. This is where she gets shot and dies. Look, I'm in a boat, okay? And I also beat all of y'all anyways, so like, try me. Okay? I'm not getting shot. I'm too far from the shore. Okay? The worst that's gonna... Don't try me. Don't try my bitch. But, like, the worst that's gonna happen is, like, a creeper or a zombie seeing me, and at that point, I'll see them from a mile away. So, I'm okay. I will be fine. I will live. But, going back to Star Kid Productions. So there's the, Oregon Trail, which is probably my favorite out of the ones that they've done that I've gotten. I'm trying to think if I've seen all of, yeah, there's two of their productions that I've seen all the way through for sure, and it's Oregon Trail, and then my other favorite, it's Firestarter, I think is what it's called, and it's about how cavemen discovered fire, and the like how that kind of works and all of that. That one has a lot of good moments too around the context. He didn't make no bets. Who didn't make any bets? Oh, hey, didn't make no bets. I read that as he instead of hey. That's not bad. Bitch! Don't you fucking dare! I will run you over with my boat. Fuck you. Go away. I see enchanted armor over there. But, and it honestly, that one's really funny. And it's kind of gay, which is great. But, and so it's like them discovering fire, and one of my favorite characters in that play is, there's a guy, and I don't know, it doesn't give you really much context of how this starts, but he ends up, like, being the priest of a religion surrounding a duck at the beginning, and one of my favorite lines from him is, so he's got, like, this really tall hat, and he's, like, a priest or whatever, and he has a duck puppet, and he goes, "The duck is pleased," and, like, nods the duck's head and, like, walks off. It's so good. And, like, his whole shtick is how he should get, like, more, like, better things because he's a follower of the duck, and he's the priest of the duck, and he can speak the duck. It's really good. It's really silly and funny. And then they also have, what is it called? Twisted? I think it's called Twisted, and it's essentially another take on... It's essentially like a more realistic take on, fuck. What is it? Jasmine? No. Aladdin! I think that's what it's called. The actual movie. I know it's the name of the main character, but it's another take on Aladdin. And I haven't watched that one all the way through. But that one has some good moments in it too, and it's like how Jasmine is literally like a 12-year-old. And Aladdin's like 36 in it. And do not feed me a shit and call it I can't read that. But like there I have a gif that I always use from that musical, and it's Aladdin, and he's on the floor and he's like throwing a fit, and he's like, "Life is supposed to be fair." Couscous. Is that how you read that? Is couscous? Couscous? Don't feed me shit and call it couscous, Jafar. I'm probably butchering that, and I'm so sorry. But like Aladdin's like, life is supposed to be fair. And another one that I use it quite a bit, even though it doesn't make sense in a lot of the contexts. Every person has their genitalia person. What the fuck? What did I just read? Slanderous, what the fuck did you just put in my chat? Anyways, another one is, I guess there's a joke about Ahmed being a tiger fucker. And, like, so another one is, like, one of the, like, guards or citizens going, "Oh, hail Ahmed, the tiger fucker!" Which is super funny. Especially considering as, like, the character, like, I'm assuming I think it's Ahmed, I think is the name. Again, as someone who's not watched this musical, goes, "I'm not a tiger." Like, where did that even start, kind of thing. Which is super funny and super silly. I just love it. One of their musicals has that as the premise. Interesting. That is an interesting premise. Every person has that still doesn't read right. I think it's supposed to be every person has their genitalia personified, which is an interesting subject. And an interesting take on a music. Can I stop throwing my shit? That would be great. But, I am here to kill all of you. I don't want to use the fire aspect sword because I don't know if that'll destroy the wool. Wow, these are like one-hitting sheep. It's a merciful end to your pathetic lives. Honestly, I wish I could just graze a field all day, though, too. But, yes, that is what I meant to put. Slander, stop having a cryptic stroke. No, they're just trying to type too fast, I think is the issue. Instead of just making it taking a second to make it make sense. Ooh, more shit to loot. But, I like Stray Kid Productions. They have a lot of good, plays, even though they're more funny. Like, I know that they have, like, a Harry Potter parody one. I'm sorry, but the title of the musical gets censored. Well, that's fine. It's just try to be a little bit more specific and try not to have a stroke on your keyboard. I think that's what we're asking. Ooh, golden carrots. I can use that for potions. And then those. And I will take these, because I can turn those into ingots. Bees. I'm still not seeing any spruce wood, which is disappointing, but that's okay. Yeah, that's now what we mean by keystrokes. Yeah, that's not what we mean by keystrokes. Yeah, when you add in extra words in, even though it's accidental, and then don't try to correct it, it does make it a little bit more difficult to understand what you're trying to... Spruce! Spruce, 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 I found the spruce. Happening, motherfucker. For sure. But, I found spruce, and I am happy. So now the important thing is to get a tree, get some saplings, maybe explore a bit more, and then get back home. And again, still trying not to die. Turtle! Turtle, turtle, turtle. What are you? Wait, hold up. What are you doing over here? Are you lost? Are you okay, Bubby? Buddy, are you okay? Are you having a good time? Yeah, he's having a good time. He's okay. He's vibing. He's vibing. Ooh, clay. I think I see, yeah, I see some clay over there. So I'm gonna grab some of that too while I'm here. I wish do I have a shovel? I don't have a shovel. But I do have ingots and I can make a shovel really quick. I can make a gold shovel. That would be a useful thing. Yeah, that's right. It's contagious, motherfucker. Yeah, it tends to be. Because when someone starts having a stroke, everybody else tends to have a stroke on their keyboards. But... So we're gonna grab this spruce. Jonk's Boinks is a string. Baby sheep! Baby sheep! Baby sheep. Ooh, berries, berries, berries. I want berries. Give me the berries. 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 I should probably eat something. That would be very useful. As to not die. Call the James ambulance. What? Hold up. What is... I don't know if anybody's gonna remember what I'm talking about, but Markiplier did, like, a newscaster character. And he called everyone, like, John or something. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was, like, John or James. I think it's John. We're all John now. But... I'm trying to think. So, Jim! Jim! It's Jim! I forgot about that. Thank you. But Jim, I love Jim. Jim is wonderful. It's demons, Jim! It's demons! And I love, like, how he does, like, the worm on the ground towards the other Jim. That's always what... The fuck? Okay. Ah! Barry's hurt. The demons, Jim! Yeah, exactly. So... But I think what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna grab. Can I get it out of the fucking berry bush? Thank you. I'm gonna grab some spruce wood, and then I'm going to grab the clay that I saw in the little like lake over there. And then I think we'll take break for everybody to like get some water, get some snacks, do what they need to do, kind of thing. And then we'll probably switch up the game just so that way I don't get too tired of Minecraft. I would like to not get burnt out on this game because I am really enjoying it. And just hardcore tends to be a little bit more difficult. And I don't want to lose this world just because I get tired and I get stupid and silly. Please tell me that this isn't above. Okay, it's not like above the ravine here. Okay, so let's see if I can get spruce sapling. I would like some more saplings, sir. Give me your saplings. I don't know if this works, where you destroy the leaves, or if they have to just decay naturally. I'm going to assume that they just have to decay naturally, which sucks because I'm very impatient. But that's okay. But I need food. Someone stood me up for their birthday dinner tonight. I'm sorry, what? Whose birthday was it? Hold up. Eh? I was not informed of someone having a birthday. But I'm also sorry that you got stood up. That sucked, man. Just know that we love you and we care about you. Yeah, so we'll grab that clay and then we'll come back. I'm gonna make some shovels and then we'll come back and see if we can get some spruce saplings, if I remember to. Work friend. Oh, I'm sorry about that, man. That sucks. But it's okay. You get to hang out with us then. You get to have a good time with us. So, Cult of the Lamb releases on August 11th for $25. Yes! I've been waiting for that game to come out. Did you know, I don't know if any of you know, but Stray is coming out. And I think that would be super fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to record it or if I'm going to, I might record it or I might stream it. I'm not sure which one. I just wanted some food, man. Oh. I mean, you can make food at home, right? But, so, ooh, spruce sapling. But, I'm really excited for Stray to come out, and I'm really excited. I didn't realize that Cult of the Lambs has a release date now. I know that I think the demo is supposedly out. So I'm ready for that. I'm super excited for that. I've been waiting on Cult of the Lamb. And for anybody who doesn't know what Cult of the Lamb is, I will explain a little bit. It is a game where you play as a lamb, and you try to gain followers. Dude, yes, when it comes out, I am absolutely getting it. I probably am too, and that's a game I'll probably stream, just because it seems like kind of like an endless wave kind of thing. But that'll be super fun. I'm so excited for that. And then I'll probably play Stray. And that is a game where you play as a cute little cat that is trying to find their home after they get separated from their family. And it's like a futuristic sort of world where you're surrounded by robots. And you can rub up against like robots' legs and scratch on couches and stuff and solve puzzles with your own little robot friend, as the cat wears like a little bit of a backpack from what I've seen in trailers and stuff. So I'm super excited for that. And I can't wait to see what they do with both of those games. And I'm trying to think if there are any other games that I'm like super excited to come out. Overwatch 2 is still in beta and stuff. That one I'm kind of excited to see that one come out for campaign. That one's a game that I think you have to purchase the campaign, but if you own Overwatch 1, you're getting the PvP for free. So that'll be interesting to see what they do with that, because that one, it has, like, if I remember correctly, they're planning on doing skill branches in the PvE. So I'm excited to see that and see how all of the different heroes can kind of, like, evolve and whatnot depending on how you want to play. I don't see any more clay. Is that clay or is that... we will probably see something tomorrow for the Xbox Showcase. That's true. The Xbox Showcase is coming out tomorrow. You've been talking about that. So we'll have to wait and see what gets shown. I hope we get a release date for it soon, because we've been anticipating it for a while, and I'm kind of tired of waiting for Overwatch 2. As much as you shouldn't rush art, you know, it would be nice to see some form of a release date for that. Especially seeing as we haven't been really getting content either for Overwatch 1. Like, we've been getting some, like, little tweaks here and there that haven't made much of a difference, though, as far as the meta goes. And I think everybody's, like, banking on being able to play Overwatch 2 over Overwatch 1, so I have a feeling that when Overwatch 2 comes out, Overwatch 1's gonna kind of die off, which is fine with me. Ultimately, I'd hate to see it go, but I'm also really excited to see what Overwatch is gonna do in the future with their heroes and with their story, because I know that I think they're planning on making the PvE more story-based, which I know that's not what they wanted to do with Overwatch 1, because they wanted to be the main focus of Overwatch 1 to kind of be the gameplay, from my understanding. And so they left all of, like, the canon bits of information in like comics that came out, cinematics that came out, and all of those things. And so basically, like, all of the interactions have been said to not be canon, but probably have some sort of basis in canon, just to give, like, more flavor text to, like, different relationships and whatnot. But with that, yeah, PvE is a story campaign with game modes, so that'll be really exciting to see what they do with that. But for now, this is actually where we are going to take a break. We will come back. I'm going to put up a poll to see what you guys kind of want to do. I'm going to probably leave off Minecraft. I'm a little bit done with that for tonight. And again, I just don't want to get burnt out on that, so we're going to switch it up and play a different game. And I'm gonna put a poll here in a little bit during our break in chat if you guys want to vote on what we do next. That'll be up here in a couple of minutes or so. So just sit tight on that, and when we come back, I'll probably we'll chat for just a little bit, and then we'll get into whatever the next game is, just to give you guys plenty of time to vote on that. And if anybody kind of comes into the stream while we're on break, they're welcome to vote too. 1v1 me Overwatch. Nah, it's okay. It's okay. So we're probably gonna take a break for 10-15 minutes. Go grab a snack, go grab some water, whatever you need to do. Get some food if you haven't eaten yet. And then we will be back as soon as we can. I'll be back in a little while. Bye, guys! Did we get our snacks? Did we get what we needed? I hope we did. It looks like Binding of Isaac actually surprisingly won. I was very surprised by that, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm still just trying to kind of get it set up. There seems to be some audio issues, which is ultimately not the biggest end of the world. But I am still trying to get it set up because for whatever reason, it's not going through my program for my audio stuff, which is very, very frustrating. So I'm trying to see if I can get that fixed for you guys, but for now, I hope we're doing okay. I'm not sure if we've had anybody new in the chat join, so hi if you have, while I'm getting this sorted out. So, well, that's going on. So welcome, we are back, we're back. We're kind of stall here while A, I'm trying to fix my audio issues, and B, I am also trying to let everybody kind of come back from break, give them some time to catch up. Let any stragglers get in here before we start the Binding of Isaac. I'm not very good at this game. I am not very good at all. So please forgive me when I fail a bunch. I'm also using a controller because I have a I think it's a 60% keyboard. So to use the arrow keys, I have to hit the function key to have access at all to my arrow keys. So it makes my life the big difficult. And why can't I get the Binding of Isaac to show up in my audio? That would be extremely helpful in this situation. We're having a lot of technical difficulties. Like always, it's how it be. It just is how it is, I guess. Options, pop-ups, so I can't switch out what that goes through. Okay, so that's working now. If I try to go back and put it through the proper channel, will it work? No. Hold up, let's try. Let's try restarting it. So that's not where I want to be. Where did I go? Where did I come from? Where did I go? Where did I come from? How did I jump? Well, let's try. Let's see. Huzzah! Everything is fixed. We got it to work. So exciting. Controller works really good actually for this game. I didn't know that, so that's good to know. But we're gonna stop the music and we're gonna start up the sounds of the game. And we are gonna do boom. Load up. There we go. Huzzah. Also, now as your reminder, take a drink, get some water. If you haven't yet, you had all break, but I'm kind of stalling again. If you haven't gotten some water, now is the time. It is important to hydrate. You are a sophisticated houseplant. Right now, at least where I'm at, it's nighttime. But if it's daytime for you, wherever you may be in the world, go take for a walk. Go get some sunlight. Go get some food, some sustenance. You are a sophisticated houseplant. Maybe talk to somebody. I don't know. But yeah. Get some water. And we drink. Yes, I agree with this statement. Time for a little cop shoot. Thank you, I still don't know how to pronounce your username. I'm sorry, man. But that's okay. So we're just gonna hop right into it. I have none of the characters. For whatever reason, my previous, like, run file didn't get saved. I don't know if that's because, I don't know how to play. There we go. I don't know what I'm doing in this game, but that's okay. I don't know why this guy is black. Okay, that works so much better because you can shoot with A, or you can shoot with like the right joystick. Fair warning: this game can and will make you mad. Yes, I know this. I know actually quite a bit about Binding of Isaac. Also, does it sound okay? Is the game too loud? Let me know if the game is too loud, because it's pretty loud in my ears, so I'm gonna lower it for myself actually. Because I don't feel like I can hear myself think. But let me know if it's too loud for you guys as well. Just gotta try Clyde, but of course Justin is perfectly legal to say. Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I'm, like, saying something wrong. But, so, I'm still really new to this. I have not played enough of this, and I wish I had more time to dedicate to this. Of course, I got stuck in the corner, like always. But, sounds are good. Okay, that's good. I'm glad it's not too loud. I was kind of afraid of that, because it's very loud. It was very loud in my ears. So, but I can always fix that on your guys' end for ya. Come here. Ow! No. Of courses. So there's a door down here. No. No. I also can't seem to aim to save my life. What's this? Rosary bead. Faith up. Does that help me? I don't know. Up. I can't go through that door. I don't have a key. How do I use bombs? That's... Oh, you can also use the letters. That helps a lot. People also have stuff like T-slide or even tricycle. Lol. Or, of course, an unexpected mistake of gamer instead of tamer. Okay. Also, how do I... Balls of... What just happened? So I think... Okay, so that used up that item, the pill that I had, and then that's how I think I placed the bomb. So we're gonna just go for it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die here because I don't have any good items, but like, hey... Stop pooping everywhere! It's gross! You're disgusting! Didn't your mother ever tell you how to wipe? You don't even have arms. What am I saying? What are you? Rotten meat. How does rotten meat make me more healthy? I don't see the problem. Bombs are LB, pickups are RB. Thank you! I am getting a lot of help in chat. Love that for me. Oh, poor Isaac. I don't love that for Isaac, though. But... Hooray. That was completely worthless to me. Nice. No. Get in front of my tears. Just stand in front of my tears while I shoot you to death. Yeah, that's how this works. But, you guys spit out... Oh, you guys explode. That's lovely. I play this game way too much. Fair assumption, you also play way too much of Stardew, though. As well, a bomb blast, so like... Hello? Friends Sister Maggie. I don't like how that is a floating fetus. And it's named Sister Maggie. That is not a pleasant, like, thought to have. But you know what? Whatever. This game is supposed to be gruesome, so I don't know what I was expecting. But got chalky milk and heavily doctored ramen. Oh my gosh, ramen sounds good right now. I'm not gonna lie. I ate dinner and I'm very hungry. I'm way too hungry. That's okay. I guess. It's power for the cause. Power for the cause. But I'm glad you got some chocolate milk. We like chocolate milk here, and we like food. Eating is important. It's all good. So we ended up Binding of Isaac 1. I'm assuming that you coming back from just having come back from grabbing your doctored ramen and whatnot. Can you die? But chalky milk in, please. No. Nah, it's okay. I probably shouldn't have gone in here. There were more rooms to explore. Oh well. No. No. No! Probably should have used a bomb there, but that's fine. I don't know what I'm doing, so I mean, like... No! No, you literal piece of shit! Who said you were allowed to charge into me? It's not cool. Not cool, man. Not cool. Damage and range up. Jesus juice! I don't like how it's pink and it's literally all over my mouth. But hey, what can you do? I just look like I've gotten into some drugs as a very naked child. That doesn't really help anything. Okay, we're gonna keep going down. Chalky milk and ramen, crime. Hey, be gay, do crimes. But that's besides the point. So the forbidden stop. No, don't be putting chocolate milk in your ramen. That is disgusting. Okay, so I'm assuming that's a fight. So I could take that on, but I don't know if it's one of the sins. Because I know that those are things. Those are things in this game. No, also I drain my ramen. But why? But why do you drain your ramen? That's not how you're supposed to do it. I mean, I guess there's no right or wrong way. It's just food. But I don't know. What are you? Paperclip, master of lockpicking. Apparently. Oh, wait. So I can either, I guess, apparently pick locks or have my faith up. I don't know. This seems a little bit more useful to me. I'm not gonna lie. I also don't know why I understand why there are spikes in the floor. Oh, I can't do that now. Well, that sucks. That's an option that got taken away from me, and I didn't realize it was going to be taken away from me. But that's okay. I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Things happen, and we're just gonna have to deal with them. I have a key! It is because there's a ton of additives in the first round of water. I don't understand what you just said, to be perfectly honest, but I'm gonna trust that you know what you're doing. And I'm gonna have faith. Around this time last year, I accidentally added the spice pack to ramen, so I made before draining the water, so it was a fun adventure slowly carrying a hot cauldron to my death. Wait, so you guys don't judge, like, that's how I make it. I normally add it, like, either to my water or before I add the water. Oh, I have to be careful here. Parkour! Is that water? Oh, that is water. That's pretty cool. I like how they did the water in this game. That's actually pretty nice. But, no! Just die! No shields. You're not allowed to have shields. Who said you could? But, in we go. And triple shot. Ooh, and I still kept some of my range. Nice. Like that. But also, why was that such an important memory to you that you remember that from literally last year? I don't have any money for things, so I can't buy anything. So that was a waste of a key, but that's okay. No! What? Who said you could bite me? You're not allowed! Stop it. Man, I am hurting. No. Ah, no! I don't want to die. I'm too young. I'm too beautiful with my third eye. But I remember the dumbest stuff. You know, as humans, I think we remember some really dumb stuff. Like, just in general, because it's kind of a human thing, from my understanding. I hate that I can't shoot at an angle. Oh, that one's just made of flesh. I don't appreciate how that one was just made of flesh. Why was it just made of flesh? Why didn't it have a skull? I wish I could look at my map and see. Yeah, no, we're just gonna go into the boss room. We're probably gonna die because I do not have a lot of health. But let's see. Let's see how well this goes. Mega fatty. Okay, this is not gonna go well, I'm betting. Oh, that's disgusting. Why did I literally run into him? I literally ran into him. What was I thinking? Oh, that went a lot better than expected. I'm not gonna lie. Why? I don't want to go into... No! That is unfortunate. I wanted I should have grabbed the item first. But I'm sleepy, so good night. Good night, Val. I hope you have good... I hope you sleep well. Damage boosting, of course. But I hope you have a very good night, Val. Thank you for joining the stream. I hope you sleep well. Good night, friend. Why are there conjoined... What? What? Why? Why? Oh, me. Please tell me that there is a heart somewhere close by. Oh, never mind. I'm dead. I am the big dead. But that's okay. That wasn't a terrible run. I honestly thought we were gonna die on the first boss. That's normally how this stuff goes. Oh. I have a robot friend now. Apparently that's a thing in this game. Okay. Ah! Why are there so many flies? Oh god, no! Ah! Well, I don't need that heart, so that's good to remember that that's there. Free money! Nothing's free in life. Something is not right there. Sweet. What's at the bottom? I think there's a room at the bottom here that I didn't go into that needs a key, that's why. Sweet. Do I want to go into this room or do I want to go into the other room? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go into this room. Jump. It's time you learned how to move. Okay, there are batteries there that I can't take. I feel like that was a little bit useless, but that's fine. Also, how do I use that item? I'm not sure how to use that, so... Hello, Dingle. Hello, you literal pile of poop. Are you having a good day? Because I'm not. You are very stinky. And I don't appreciate being here. I'm not gonna lie. And I would appreciate it if you stopped. Why? Hold up, why is there blood in your stool? That is not good for your health. Gold room. LT to activate items. Left trigger. Okay. I also have no idea. I'm assuming that this gives me like a jump or something. It's dog dimmadome, dungle dingle. I'm gonna die here. Yep, there we go. I'm so bad. That's okay. This is fine. What? Concise tears? Please tell me that that just gives me damage up. I hope that gives me damage up. But no, we already went into that gold room. That's where I got the, like, robot guy from Bomb Blast. So that's not... Concussion tears! Oh, I read that wrong. So that has a chance to stun enemies, which is good. I need as much help as I can get. Like, stun or maybe confuse, I guess. It's more of, like, confusion when they get hit. So they have a concussion. They, like, literally have, like, a concussion. Which I guess makes sense, because it's literally like a block of iron in my fucking head. I don't want to quite go in there yet. I think I have to, though. Because I don't have a key. I don't have any... I have 2 bombs. I know that there are secret, like, doors that you can see. There's, like, cracks in the wall. If you're paying attention... to like secret rooms. Is this one? Nope. That was a waste of a bomb. It activates Metroid Brain for me. Concussive blast equals bomb goes blooty. Fair. Yeah, if there is anything I don't know. But this is a bad spot. This is a bad spot. Oh, no, 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 no. Just die already! Oh, that... I need to stop going to the corners. That's what's getting me, like, hurt. Oh, god dang it. Yeah, there we go. I kept on going into the corners, which was my problem. I am bad at video games. That is for sure. I also love how that is a big-ass room up there. We're gonna go to the tiny... What? Why are you a different color? Ah! You have the big jumps. You have the many jumps. I also don't understand how a body without a head can move like that. Shakira, your hips don't lie. They don't skip leg day, that's for sure. Dude's got hops. He does! He has major hops! He has all of the hops. He has the big hops. If I want to grab the key. No, free. No. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. You're only allowed to die. You're not allowed to shoot your blood at me. Also, how would blood hurt somebody? Like, these guys, I guess you could argue, like, maybe, like, their teeth are in it. Oh, God, that guy freaking exploded. I love how that is a mystery pill. I don't appreciate that. But, I don't know why, but that literally, when I said mystery pill, it simply just reminded me of, there's this comedian. And I only know this story as a TikTok audio, so I don't know who the original comedian is, but she's telling a story about how her mom is a nurse. And she was complaining one day about how she had a headache, and she was shopping with her mom, and her mom just reaches into her purse and goes, "Here, take this." And of course, because it's her mother, without thinking, she just takes the pills. And her mother, like, a little bit later goes, what color were the pills that I gave you? And the comedian goes, I don't know. You gave them to me. You told me to take them. And she's like, how? Why would you take something without looking at what it was? I don't know why. When I just said random pill, you know, that's just immediately what I thought of. Though I have to admit, it would be nice to have a name to a face. Can I get some coins? Because this was also a waste of a perfectly good key. I'm not gonna lie. And this is where I die. I mean, it's nice that these guys don't have heads because they don't know where I'm at. They can't see nor can they hear me. Sweet. I've got a bomb. But alright. Is that Tusk Love from Critical Role? Monster Manual. Hey, it's a D&D reference though. Didn't realize that. But I do not have the health to go through that door. Blow up the shopkeepers for a chance to get coins. Ooh, oh, okay. Now, I just got bones. Can I trade you bones for coins? Like, man, I'm broke. I'm the big broke. Like, I ain't got no money. I am like a broke college student. But I'm not even in elementary. Like, okay, that brings up a good point. Isaac is probably not even in, like, elementary school yet. He is, like, a child. Like, he's at most middle school age, like 6th grade for us Americans. I don't know what school grade that would be for, like, the rest of the world. Avoid the blood. Dude, look, I'm doing you a favor. You have got, like, one fucked up, like, face. Like, you have got to be in a lot of pain with the way that your lip is, like, split up the fucking center of your face. But, like, also, oh my gosh, Isaac's gonna have so much religious trauma, story-wise, after this. Like, also, where is his dad? Because, like, so we have the mom, but it's never mentioned where the dad is at and how the dad is reacting. Like, is the dad dead? Like, where's the dad storyline? Is he also a religious fanatic, but, like, just quiet about it? Like, what's the story there? Speed up. Hooray, I am a speedy boy. Let's go. Like, where is Isaac's dad in all of this? Because Isaac is literally a child. Like, I'm guessing he's elementary age. What the fuck? Why did I suddenly grow locks? And why are they on fire? What is this? I know they're supposed to be fuses, but, like, that just doesn't look right. Oh god. Oh god, I made a mistake. But hey, at least I've got plenty of bombs. So I don't have to worry about running out of those anytime soon. That is for sure. No! Ah! Ah! No! Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. DLC endings explains the dad. What's the dad story? I don't think I have any of, like, the DLC. Oh god, I'm gonna die. This is not a good game to play and try and read chat at the same time because anything could change in literally an instant. And that, I just dodged death there. That was incredible. I am God. I am immortal until otherwise proven mortal. Here, have fun with that. Oh, I was just gonna lay down a bomb there. And then I literally ran into the guy. Nice. Isaac, shoot your tears faster! If it means you're more depressed, at least you'll live. Come on, Isaac. Cry hard. That's terrible. I'm a terrible human being. But, you know, at least he'll be alive kind of thing. At least, okay, we can kind of funnel these tiny poops. Funnel. Form an orderly line to your death. We like conga lines of death. Come on. There we go. But like, where is he at? Because I can't imagine that any parent that is somewhat sane can even tolerate how they're, like, Isaac's being treated. Oh, god dang it. I am hurting. I am hurting really bad. Homing bombs. Not that I have a lot of them. But that's okay, I guess. You know, who needs, like, more actual, like, stat up items? Like, who needs that? Let's just give Isaac bombs as a literal child. Let's just give him bombs. What the hell are you guys supposed to be? Are you my kidneys? Is that what you're supposed to be? Are you kidneys? Are you, what are you? What are you based off of? And I just ran through your blood, and that hurt big time. I now have got a blood transmitted disease. Hooray. No! I need to stop standing in corners. That's my problem. I just keep sitting in corners and hoping that I'll live. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Kidding me. I mean, yeah. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't even know how to react to this game anymore, man. Like, this is so messed up. And like, where is Dad? What is Dad doing? Is he just as bad as Mom? Ooh, money. What the fuck? Gotcha! Oh, but I don't like how it, like, slows down my blink. I don't like how it slows down my tears. Don't! Ah, why? But hey, if I'm up close, it's like a buckshot. So, I mean, there is that. Come here. No, you're not allowed to make babies. Come here. There's still some rooms that I didn't explore over this way. Oh. Haha! A heart! Is there anything in the fire? God dang. The heart that I just got from this room, I literally ran into the fire just to get rid of it. Hey, gold! Money. Money, money, money. We like money. Money makes the world go round as much as we might not like to admit it. Larry Jr. Again. Oh, this is not Larry Jr. like I thought it was. This is a different Larry Jr. and no. I don't know how to dodge. I don't know how to shoot. Just let me be. Can I live amongst the poop? Can I just live here? You guys are probably nicer than my mom, so like, I mean, at this point, you guys are probably nicer than Mom. I mean, she threw me down here in the first place. Can I just live with you guys? Like, can I just crash on your couch for a few days? Like, it might be made of poop, but it's better than sleeping on the floor. At this point, like, oh, come on. There we go. This Larry Jr. is one that still goes by Lawrence around the family. Nice. But I don't even know what I grabbed. I just know it was a needle filled with a purple liquid. That's probably not good for my health. It's definitely not good for my mental health. Why is this child locked in a box? Why is the child locked in a box? Why? I have many questions and no answers. But I guess it is what it is. Yeah, see, we put the child in a lockbox. But why? Why are we putting a child in a box at all? We should do better than that. Especially clearly seeing he's either having an anxiety attack or he literally cannot breathe because there's that little oxygen in said box. But, hey, what do I know? I'm not a parent. Though I would assume that I would know that that's probably pretty inhumane. Ah! Though, I mean, his mother did throw him down here with little to no parental supervision. Also, why is all of this in puberty? Nice. I don't know what that did. Are you a wizard? I don't know what that changed. But it did something. Oh. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I've made a mistake. I've made an error. Oh, and I don't know what did it. I'm assuming it's the "Are you a wizard?" I also don't like how it doesn't know where to shoot. Did it fix itself? Was it a glitch? Was it an error? I think... Why was it shooting at an angle and then it stopped? Puberty does nothing well. It gave me hair. It gave me hair, I think. Hide him from the census people. Oh my god. But also, something also isn't right here, because let's look at the fact that this is literally in the cellar underneath his bedroom. I'm pretty sure is the story, because that's how he got away from his mom. There's a cellar door in his bedroom that he finds underneath a rug, and this is all happening underneath the house, right? What? Why did we buy a house with all of this underneath it and raise a child in it? How do I use that item? I'm assuming it's right trigger, because the other thing was left trigger. But isn't that how you use... I don't know. What are you? Butterbean. I didn't look at what that was. What that said. Where does this go? Got enough for a heart. Give me your money. Dang. Do your fire have money? The bean with the butter. Ah! I was reading chat when Isaac farted? Question mark? See, if I don't know where I'm going, you don't know either. It just makes it really difficult to hit you. Is there anything in the poop? Give me money, magic poop gods. For I request change. Dingle, my man, how are you? Let's make this really quick and really snappy, so that way I can get on with my day. Ah! Stop it! guess he did make it quick and snappy. It says the butter bean. The butter bean is a reusable knockback. Oh, that's nice. Not that I got to reuse it, but hey, what can you do? Okay. Though we did have a lot of fun. I did really enjoy this. I think I am gonna end the stream here. This was a lot of fun. I did have a good time. We did make some progress in Minecraft, and we made some progress in Minecraft. We played some Binding of Isaac. Didn't see anything too phenomenal, other than the weird possession of Steve of my Minecraft guide. That was weird. But it was a good time. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you for everybody who voted on the poll of what we should play next. I really did have a good time, and I'm glad that you all got to join me on this fun little adventure. If you haven't liked the stream and you're still here, I would really appreciate it if you liked the stream. Let me know what you think about anything really. Once there's a, if you guys are still here and there's a chat underneath the video, you know, if you're here, whatever, you know, vibe, that kind of thing. But if you are here and you're not subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate it. If you'd like to see more of my lovely face, if you would hit that red subscription button and the bell icon next to it to get notified of when I upload or when I go live. I am trying to upload every Saturday, and I am trying to go live every Friday around like 8:30ish, at least for going live. And as far as uploading goes, it's anytime during Saturday. But yeah, I try to go live about like 8:30, 9 o'clock, give or take, Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, but that pretty much wraps it up. This is ZCat40 signing off, and I will see you guys